how's it going, all you guys and girls in the Illumination? Time to jump aboard the Loon Train. It's me, it's JJD, JJ Double J, the Illuminator here, the sweet one. Also known by almost countless other aliases and nicknames. But we won't get into that right now. What is it about people who just can't move on? Now, I'm talking about all aspects of what this means. It could be people that used to work at a certain place and they retire and they still show up all the time because they have no life or whatever. And they just can't understand that things change, and just because you don't work somewhere anymore doesn't mean you don't have friends, but it also means that you don't work here anymore. Sometimes it just ends up making problems for the people who are still working there. It also is some people, relationships. They break up, get back together, break up, get back together, break up. Sometimes things are not meant to be. And that's just a sad truth about life. It could be some people, they have a hard time closing a door. You think back at the memories, especially if it's been a long time, and you keep going back for whatever reason. Maybe because it's harder than trying to start over. Maybe you just refuse to start over. No one said it's easy. No one said moving on is easy. It's not. For the majority of us, it's not. We don't have to like it, but sometimes you have to do it. I worked at Walmart for a couple of years, twice actually. I had quit and then a couple of years later went back. And having Walmart friends is great, was great. But, when you say goodbye, things change. It's just the way it is. Life is that way. People move on in life. But, some people just have a hard time just, closing those gates and closing those doors. And, sometimes you can close a door, you can keep a window open, but, and by that I mean, just because you don't work somewhere or just because the relationship doesn't work doesn't mean you have to cut the person out of your life or the place out of your life completely. But you just have to realize things have changed. I probably told this story before. There was a guy that I knew that, I didn't actually know him, I know of him, I should say, because of some guys that work for like groundskeeping for the company that I work for. They do groundskeeping. And long story short, there was this guy that retired, and on a Monday, he retired on a Friday, on a Monday he came back to work and he wanted to work. They said, "No, you're retired." "Well, give me something to do. I don't have anything to do." I said, "You don't work here anymore." "Well, just give me a weed whacker or something and I'll go or a lawnmower." It's like whatever his name was. You don't work here anymore. We have insurance. But some people retire and they don't think anything's going to change. Well, yeah, things have to change. You don't have to stay home, but you can't come here. I don't know. To me, retirement would be such a great thing, just knowing you didn't have to go to work anymore. It doesn't mean you have to stay home all the time, but just means you don't have to go to work. Anyway, what are your thoughts? Put your comments below. Sail Eversky, I'm off to the races. I love you all. Stay safe. Have a good rest of the day. Be good to yourselves. This is the Illuminator, and I'll be back.
May I ask you a question? Do you have any gum? Any flavor will do, but I am partial to grape.